Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today is a Pilates full body class, no equipment required. Do what you can, take the class at your own pace, don't feel like you have to keep up with all the reps. Take a break when you need to, modify if you need to. Let's start. So make your way into a resting pose. Bring your big toes to touch, knees about mat width apart. Take your bottom to your heel, just extend your arms all the way out for me and just shimmy your hips all the way till your head reaches the mat if possible. If not, don't worry. Just place your head between your biceps and just come into a lovely stretch. Opening up your low back. Breathing into any sensations you might be feeling, into any tightness. And then take an inhale through your nose, allow the breath to expand into your belly, into your rib cage, and as you exhale, maybe take your belly button to your spine, and then your rib cage towards your hips. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just allow the breath to fill every part of you. And use the exhale just to release. Inhale. Exhale, belly button to spine, rib cage towards your hips, starting to engage and connect with your muscles. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, rib cage towards your hips. Inhale. And exhale. Next round of inhale, make your way to all fours. Bring your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders. Keep your toes tucked. Turn your biceps to face each other. Spread your fingers wide. And then take an inhale, coming to spine and extension. Take your bottom to the ceiling, belly to the mat. Chest through your arms. Take your gaze all the way up as far as you can go. And then exhale, chin to chest. Round your spine, coming into spinal flexion. Inhale, bottom to ceiling. Belly to mat, chest through your arms. Exhale, round your spine, coming into spinal flexion. Let's do one more, like this. Inhale. And exhale. This time take your inhale. And as you exhale, come to a flat back. Release your knees from the mat, coming into a hover, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower your knees out at your bottom to the ceiling. Belly to the mat, chest through your arms. Exhale, come to a flat back. Belly and rib cage and hover your knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lower your knees, bottom to ceiling, belly to mat, chest through your arms. Enjoy that stretch. And then exhale, come to a flat back. Hover your knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Last one. Bottom to ceiling, belly to the mat, chest through your arms. And then come into your hover, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your bottom to the ceiling, coming into your inverted V. And just pedal your feet left and right, move your hips from side to side. Releasing any tightness that might be there. And then find some stillness, bring your big toes to touch, and then take your right foot to your left heel. Check that your head is in line with your biceps and you push your bottom up to the ceiling, and that you're not kind of halfway between a plank and the inverted V. So if you feel that that's what's happening, maybe walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet, or your feet a little bit closer to your hands. From here, take your inhale, raise your right leg up to the ceiling, exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift up, really extend your leg, engage your quad and your glutes, and lower down. Lift up, belly to spine, rib cage in, and down. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Take your inhale, and as you exhale, take your right knee to your right tricep. Good, and then extend it back up. Exhale, knee to tricep, or as close as you can get it. And up. Let's do 2 more. 2. And up. 1. Hold it. And then take your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Connect your shoulder and your knee. And just coming into a lovely little quad stretch. Gaze forward, breathe in here. And then lower your left knee down to the mat. Let's do some lower and lift our back knee. Lifting up for 8. And down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 6 more. 6. Gaze forward. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Hold it there. Take your right foot to meet your left. And then take your bottom to the ceiling again. Coming back into our inverted V. Make any necessary adjustments you need to. And then from here, take your left foot to the back of your right heel. Push the floor, engage your core, belly in, rib cages in. And then from here, take an inhale, raise your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower down. Lift up and try not to drop into your low back when you're lowering and lifting. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it up on the 1. Bring your knee to your triceps, close as you can get it. And then take it back up. Again, knee to tricep. And up. 2 more. 2. And up. 1. Hold it here. Left foot to the outside of your left hand. Brilliant. Just come into a quick little stretch here. Gaze forward. Check that your biceps are facing each other so your shoulder joints are feeling stable. Lower your right knee down as you exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Lift it up. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Brilliant. From here, bring your left foot to meet your right. Take your bottom to the ceiling. Bend your knees from here and walk your hands to your feet. Place a deep bend in your knees. Allow your belly and your thighs to connect. Take your chin to your chest. And then slowly, slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Brilliant. Okay, from here, I'm going to face you. Bring your feet wider than hip distance. Turn your heels in. Toes are slightly out. And then from here, you're going to come into a gentle forward fold. Bend at your hips, bend your knees. Fold forward. Place your hands down to the mat. And then take your inhale. As you exhale, squat down for me. Good. Inhale, come back up. Hands to the mat with straight legs. Exhale, squat down. Good. Inhale up. Brilliant. Let's do 2 more. Squat down. And up. So a bit like a frog squat. Squat down. And up. Excellent. Put a soft bend in your knees. Take your chin to your chest. Slowly, slowly roll up.
One vertebra at a time. Take your hands by your side, lengthen your spine, zip everything up, pull everything in. And imagine you're trying to firm your inner thighs towards each other. They're like two magnets are repelling from here. You're going to take an inhale to repel. As you exhale, squat down, take your arms out in front. Lift back up, sorry, breath work incorrect. Inhale, lower down. Exhale upwards, exhale on the effort. Lower down. So you can keep your back upright as much as you can. And up. Down. And up. Let's do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold it at the bottom. Give me some tiny little bounces for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold forward, straighten your knees. Return your toes forward, heels behind. And just shimmy your hips side to side. Maybe swing your top half. And breathe. Okay, perfect. From here, turn to face the short edge of your mat if you're not already facing. Lower your knees down and come all the way onto your belly for me. Bring your feet about mat distance apart and extend your arms all the way up in front as if you're reaching for something. So imagine someone's pulling you in 2 different directions. Find your thigh engagement, your glute, belly to spine. Lengthen everything. And then from here, we're going to go for a swim. Head down to the mat. Take your inhale. Raise your right arm, left leg. Raise your head and keep your gaze down to the mat because we're going to keep our spine long. And then lower down. Lift up. And lower. Lift up as you exhale. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. From here, rest your hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on your hands. We're going to come into single leg raises. So we're going to stay on one side first and then we'll switch to the other. So let's do 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Okay, starting with the right. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your right leg. Inhale, lower down, staying on the right. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. We'll do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it to the other side. Raise your left as you exhale. Inhale down. Lift up and lower. 6 more. 6, and you might notice that one leg lifts higher than the other. That's fine. Don't try and force each side to copy each other. And lift. I'm going to say 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Extend both arms out again. I'm going to lower and lift our arms and legs like a star. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Imagine you're reaching your arms forward and your legs back. Gaze is down, lower down. Lift up and lower. Perfect. Lift it up as you exhale and down. Lift up. Find that engagement in your core. And down. Do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Place your hands by your side, take your bottom to your heel. And just come into a quick little rest. Shimmy your hips from side to side. Release your low back. And breathe. Brilliant. From here, make your way to all fours. Bring your feet out in front. Come onto your bum. Extend your arms all the way out in front. Take your chin to your chest. And then slowly, slowly roll down. One vertebra at a time. Bring your knees into your hips and give yourself a hug. And just roll from side to side. Okay, so from here, place your feet down onto the mat and just check the space between your low back and the mat. If you're able to get your hand all the way through, lift up your bum, tilt your pelvis a tiny bit up towards the ceiling and then lower down. So what you want is you don't want your spine to fully imprint into the mat, but at the same time you don't want a big arch that you're able to shift your hand through. So think of like a middle ground between the two. Okay, so from here, take your hands to the back of your head and then bring your right knee in line with your hip and your left knee in line with your hip. And you'll notice your low back is now connected to the mat, and that's fine because now we're working from the neutral spine position. Okay, from here, take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, tap your right toes down, push your low back into the mat, avoiding the arch, and then bring your right knee back in line with your hip. Left foot down, and up. Right, and up. Left, and up. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Lift up your head, neck and shoulders without putting any strain onto your neck. From here, take your inhale. As you exhale, tap your right foot down. Lift your knee back up. Tap your left foot down. Lift it back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale to lift to the left. And lift. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Rest it down. Give yourself a quick hug. Roll from side to side. Okay. So we're going to come into scissors. We're going to do a few variations of these. So extend your left leg out and take your right leg up towards the ceiling. And keep our head down for this variation. So hands either to your shin, to the back of your shin or to your thigh, but not to the back of the knee because we want to pull the joint. From here, you take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, and switch. And switch. And switch. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now my right leg's up to the ceiling, doesn't matter which leg yours is up. From here, lift your head, neck and shoulders. Take your inhale to prepare, exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Just do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Again, my right leg's up. We're going to take our hands to the back of the head. If this is too much on your hamstrings, you can bend your knees just to make life a little bit more easier for you and without causing any stress to your body. Lift up your head. We're going to do the same thing, but this time, hands free. So take your inhale, exhale, switch, inhale, switch, exhale, switch, inhale, switch. 6 more, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, give yourself a hug. That was intense. Okay, we're going to level it up again. So, if you can, rock and roll up. Brilliant. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to straighten our left leg. I'm going to take our right leg up to the ceiling. I'm going to move a bit forward just in case I start to travel back. Okay, right leg. I'm going to show you. You're welcome to have a quick look at the first one and then join, or you can join me straight away. Spine is long, core is engaged. From here, you take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, take your chin to your chest, start to roll down, switch, and come back up. Yeah, so we'll switch as we come down. Again, down, switch, and good. Inhale, roll down, exhale, switch, and come up. Okay, roll down, switch, and let's do a couple more. Down, and oops, up, roll down, and up. Let's do a few more, these are fun. Down, and up. One more, down, and up. Brilliant. Lower both legs down, roll all the way down onto the mat. Perfect. Take your hands and place them underneath your tailbone, underneath your bottom. Okay? And then take both legs up to the ceiling for me, and then turn your toes out. From here, you're going to take your inhale. As you exhale, lower both legs down as far as you can go. Keep your low back connected to the mat. The minute you notice your low back fighting to stay connected, that's your stopping point. And then you're going to lift up. Again, lower down. Come back up. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4. And try and relax your shoulders and your jaw. I know it's easier said than done. 3 more. 3. But if you notice that your jaw starts to tense, you might find that that tension travels throughout your whole body. 2. And up. Last one. 1. Hold it there. And let's crisscross our leg. Left over right, right over left. Left over right, right over left. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your heels to touch. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Bring your knees in. Whew, and give yourself a hug. Very well deserved one. Perfect. Okay. So from here, place your feet down onto the mat for me. Check that your heels are behind your toes. The feet are roughly hip distance apart. Okay, lengthen the crown of your head to the back of the mat. Belly's in, rib cages in, arms are by your side. Just do a few rounds of bridge. Take your inhale to prepare, push your feet into the mat. Exhale, lift up. Belly in, rib cages in. Keep your shoulder blades connected, and then lower down. We want to protect our neck, so try not to go into your neck when you lift up. Exhale, lift up. Keep your gaze up to the ceiling, and then inhale down. So keep your spine as long as neutral as possible. Again, lift up, and lower. So 3 more. 3. And down. 2. And lower. Last one. Up. Hold it at the top for me. We're going to lower halfway down, halfway up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Down. And up. Engage as tush. Down. And lift. 8 more. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down for me. Bring your knees mat width apart, knees together. Just windmill your knees left and right. Perfect. Okay. So from here, roll onto your right side. And just come onto your right forearm. Bend your right knee and just lengthen out your left leg for me. Push your forearm into the mat. Engage your right rib cage so you're not collapsing down. Take your left hand to the back of your head. From here, take your inhale. As you exhale, take your elbow towards your wrist, coming to a little spinal rotation, and then open up. A bit of thread the needle variation. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Let's do 6 more. 6. And when you come up, make sure your right rib cage is still engaged, you're not collapsing. 5 as you exhale. Inhale to open. 4. And lift. 3. And up. 2. And up. 1. And up. Brilliant. Rest your head in your hand for me. And bring both knees in line with your hips. Take your left hand to your right rib cage and bring it a little bit forward so both rib cages are stacked on top of each other, and you put your hip points on top of each other as well. Okay, from here, take your inhale, lift up your top knee. As you do that, try not to lean back. Imagine there's a wall behind you that's stopping you leaning back, so the movement comes from your hip joint and your glute, yeah? And then lower all the way down. Lift up as you exhale. Inhale to lower. So we're going to add on stuff to this. Lift up and down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Lift up as you exhale. Inhale, straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee. Bring it back down. Good. Exhale to lift. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, down. Good. 4 more. Lift, straighten, bend, and lower. 3, up, bend, and down. Exhale for 2. Straighten, bend, and down. Last one like this. Lift, straighten, bend, and down. We're going to add on. Lift up as you exhale. Inhale, straighten. Flex your foot. Lower your leg down so it lines up with your hip in front of you. And then bend your knee. Good. So, exhale. Inhale. Flex. Lower down as you exhale. Inhale, bring your knees together. Let's do 4 more. 4. And down. 3. 2. And you might find that you're leaning back a bit to make life a bit easier, because your body will compensate to make it easier. So make the adjustments you need to. Last one, up. Point. Flex, down, hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring your knees together. Give you a bump. Nice little pat. Let's take it to the other side. Okay, so add some ankle weights if you want to, really to challenge this section all throughout the whole class. Just makes it a little bit more fun. Okay, so bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Come onto your left forearm, push your left rib cage away, yeah? So we're engaging our serratus muscle here to give us more support. Take your hand to the back of your head, the right hand. Take your inhale. And then from your exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale to open. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 6 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Perfect. Rest your head in your hand for me. Bring your knees in line with your hips, ankles underneath knees. From here, take your right hand to your left rib cage, bring it forward so everything's stacked on top of each other, and just check that your hip points on top of each other too. Brilliant. From here, take your inhale to prepare, exhale, lift up your right knee. Again, make sure you're not leaning back, and then bring everything together. Exhale to lift, belly is in, rib cage is in. Inhale down. Exhale. And inhale. 3 more. 3. 2. And 1. Perfect. Let's add on. Exhale up. Inhale, straighten your leg. Bend your knee. Bring your knees together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. 4. Straighten. Bend. Together. 3. Straighten. Bend. Together. 2. Straighten. Bend. Together. I think I lost count somewhere. 1. Straighten. Bend. Together. Final add-on. Lift. Straighten. Flex. Leg in front. Bend your knees. Bring them together. Good. 5 more. 5. Extend. Flex. Lower down. And together. Exhale for 4. Inhale, straighten. Flex. Exhale down. Inhale together. 3 more. 3. Up. Flex. Down. And together. 2. Up. Flex down. And together. Last one. Up. Flex down. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your knees together. Give your bum a bit of a pat, bit of a rub, and then come onto your back for me. Okay, so from here, bend your left knee, place your left foot down onto the mat, take your right knee into your chest. Just hug your right knee in for a quick breath or 2. And then from here, take your leg up towards the ceiling, hand to the back of the thigh, and just breathe here. Flex your foot for me. Soften your knee, relax your shoulders, release them from your ears. And then bend your right knee into your chest. Take your right hand to the outside of your leg or to your foot, either knee to chest or glide your knee past your rib cage. If you want, you can always straighten your left leg. Choice is yours. Just breathe here. And then from here, release. Take your right ankle to your left thigh. Open up your knee. Stay here if this is enough. If you want a little bit more, take your hands to the back of your left thigh and bring your knees into your chest, coming into a figure 4 glute stretch. And don't worry if your stretches don't look like mine, we're all very different. Just embrace our uniqueness. I think we spend so much time trying to compare ourselves to everyone else that we forget how amazing we actually are. So embrace your uniqueness, embrace your individuality, embrace you. And let's swap sides. Place your right foot down onto the mat, take your left knee to your chest, give yourself a little hug. And then take your hands to the back of your left thigh and just extend your left leg up towards the ceiling, soften your knee a bit. Breathing into any areas that feel tight. And then from here, bend your knee into your chest, take your hand to the outside of your leg or to your foot, and then glide your knee into your chest and take it past your ribcage. And again, you have the option to straighten your leg if you wish to. Your right leg, sorry. And breathing here. And then take your left ankle to your right thigh, open up your knee. Option to stay here, or you can bring your knees into your chest. And then when you're ready, bring both knees into your chest, take your hands to the back of your thighs, and then just rock and roll up and down the spine a few times. And then make your way to a comfortable seated position. From here, take your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Reach up, and then exhale, twist to the right from me. Take your right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your knee, lengthen your spine and twist a little bit more. And then reach all the way back up as you inhale. Exhale to the left, left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your knee, lengthen and twist as you exhale. And then inhale, reach all the way up, brilliant. Bring your palms together, down to heart center, and just thank you for joining me today. Have a good day.